Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. Yeah, so I know I told y'all I was gonna be more consistent last time, but I got a reason. I got a good explanation too. What the hell?
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it.
So the reason why I haven't been able to, oh shoot, oh my gosh, hold on, be as consistent as I thought I was going to be. Okay, that should be much better now. It's because I looked like trash. Like, I know I've been vulnerable with you guys before and looking like trash, but like, no, recently I've really been looking like trash. So I needed to really get my shit together. I got my hair washed yesterday, and of course it looks crazy because it's like sweated out from being here in Georgia. Yeah, so my roots is like really sweated out, whatever. So, but my hair grew a lot. I'm gonna insert a picture right here. Look at hang time, baby. Yeah, but anyway, I just been doing like protective styles, and honestly when I look like trash, I'll just braid my hair back and then just put on my little headband wig, like whatever. I try not to do too much to it. So my hair been growing from that. I'm gonna get my hair braided so bad, but I haven't honestly found an affordable hair braider that does really good work. All these little spots that I've been finding like on the side of the road and stuff, no, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like the pictures that I see that come up when I click on the profile on the GPS, it's like the braids look trash and the reviews is crazy. So customer service is very important to me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, y'all probably noticed I'm in a new car today. Yeah, I'm driving somebody's car. Who's gonna stop me? Nah, but anyway, yeah, so I feel like when I don't look good enough to be behind the camera, like I can't, like I don't have the energy or the motivation to kind of like, you know, make content, which sucks because it's like, dang, you know, like you used to give us back-to-back hits or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try my best honestly to keep my appearance together. Yeah, but anyway, so I wanted to tell y'all, this story. I almost dropped my phone. You know, ain't no coming back from that when you drop your phone while you're driving. Yeah, so I wanted to tell y'all about this time, right? I was working at this restaurant, and like I influenced all the workers in my department to go on a strike. Mind you, I don't even think I knew what a strike was at that time. I was like 18, but I ain't know nothing about no damn strike. But anyway, alright, so this is how it happened. So at the time, like it was when I first started too. I had first started that job, and I was a hostess. I didn't really have no type of experience, no work experience or nothing like that. I had worked like summer youth and stuff, but in terms of like actually working for like a 9-to-5 or whatever, like no, I had just got out of high school. I didn't have no type of jobs. Like all I did was summer youth before. So, and then I did like some little supermarket job, but I only could work a certain amount of hours because at that time I was like 16 or whatever, so I could only work like 20 hours a week, and that was a lot. But anyway, yeah, so I was a hostess, and I had been working there for maybe like 2 or 3 months or whatever. I started getting a little comfortable. Everybody there was mad cool. So as a hostess, yeah, you're supposed to do bathroom checks, but if there's anything like gruesome in the bathroom, then you're supposed to tell a busboy, and they're supposed to, you know, get it together because they're a guy. Most of the hostesses, obviously, hopefully, were girls. And yeah, so that's what I do. So was it me or another girl? Okay, so I went in the bathroom to do a bathroom check, and I saw like it was shit in the stalls, and it was in one of the stalls, and it was like everywhere. Like literally, like they shit in a hand and like wiped it on the wall, like mad shit like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. But yeah, I'm like, what is going on? So I told my manager so that the manager could get a busboy to do it or whatever, because I'm not about to tell no busboy to do no job, especially not like that. I'm not getting into it with nobody. So I went to the manager, head honcho, big boss in charge. Like, that's how I deal with things. That's how I deal with people. I like talking to the boss. Yeah, but anyway, so I told the manager. The manager was like, okay, no problem. I don't know if he went and spoke to the busboys on duty. I don't know if we was down a busboy or whatever it was, or maybe one of the busboys was his little friend or his nephew or somebody he was doing. I have no idea, but he was not with having the busboy do it. So he came back to me like, oh, you're gonna have to clean it up. Me? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I was like, that's exactly what I did. I looked behind me and I was like, you talking to me? And he was like, yeah. And he was a little feisty one too, this manager. And so he was like, yeah, he was like, you're gonna have to clean it up, mommy. I don't have a busboy to do it right now or whatever. And then I was just like, wow. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So, and I was like, I'm not doing that, honestly. I was like, no disrespect to you, but I don't get paid enough to do that. So yeah, you're gonna have to find somebody else to do it. And then I even told him like, oh, what about the busboy, whatever. He was just like, oh, like they can't do it right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it either. So he told another girl, another hostess that was also working that shift, to do it. And she was about to do it. She was like a Caucasian girl, and she was about to do it. I guess she was just thinking like, oh, I don't want to lose my job or whatever, but like literally she was about to do it. So here I go, not minding my business. I'm like, girl, you really about to do that? And she's like, yeah, I'll just do it, nobody's gonna do it. I was like, don't do that. I was like, that's disgusting. I was like, they don't pay you enough to do that. I was like, this job is not that important. I was like, if anything, like, we'll all not do it, and then so he can do it himself. Like, we're not, like, no. Like, we're young, but we're not about to sit here and let nobody run over us for a company that's not ours. Like, we're not wiping up nobody's feces. No, that just don't sit right with me. I was like, you're not doing it, no. So it was like 3 hostesses on that day, and I don't know why, because it was like so dead. It was not busy at all. But oh, excuse me. But he had 3 hostesses on. We were standing around doing nothing, just talking, whatever. So we really got to know each other previously, because that's how it was majority of the time. So I was like, no, you're not doing it. I'm not gonna allow you to do it. I'm pretty sure if you called your parents right now, they would be like, leave that job. I'm like, you drive an Audi, please. Like, stop it. You're not doing that. So she just stood there at the hostess stand, and she didn't do it. So the manager came over and was like, hey, did you get it done or whatever? And then she was like scared to speak up. So I was like, no, she didn't do it. I was like, neither one of us are doing it, are gonna wipe that up, because that's disgusting. So I don't know if you want to close that stall and do like a power wash, have the GU do a power wash tonight, overnight or something, the cleaning crew, but we're not gonna do it. And then he was like, what, are you serious? And then he was like, he told me, he was like, because I guess he figured I was the ringleader, he was like, go home. And I was like, okay, cool. So then he was like, he pulled the girl to the side, I guess, to try to talk her into doing it or whatever like that. And then when she came back to the hostess stand, I was like grabbing my stuff to leave or whatever, and she literally was about to cry, and she was like, he's gonna make me do it or whatever. And I was like, no, I was like, let's all leave. I was like, literally, I was like, think about it. They need us. Literally, we were down hostesses at that time, and we were the only 3 that had been there for a few months and that knew what we were doing. So if you think about it, if all 3 of us quit at that time, they wouldn't have anybody. Like who are they gonna get to train the new hostesses? Like, they would have to go through a whole hiring process and then train, oh, excuse me. And then train new hostesses and everything like that. And we were the people that was training even though we were new, we were the ones that were training new people anyway. So literally I told them, like, listen, I was like, let's look at this situation. I was like, they need us right now. I was like, honestly, like, losing all 3 of us at the same time is like, they're not gonna, it's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have managers training people? Like, think about it. Like, really think about it. I was like, let's all leave right now. So literally we all got our shit and we all walked the fuck out. Like, we literally all walked out and we went and got in the girl's car, her Audi, whatever. She said she was gonna drop us all home. And when we was all getting in the car, the manager ran out to the car and was like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? And then we was like, we all quit. So then he was like, no, he was like, are you like, oh, are you serious? He was like, come back in here right now. Come back, all of you, come back in here. Like, he was just really wild. He was like, no, we quit. Like, if that's something that we have to do, which was not in our job title. Like, they were very specific about that when we were hired and the duties of our job. So if this is, you know, what we have to do, we quit. Like, we don't want to work there. So then he was just like panicking, like really like, he didn't know what the fuck to do. So we left and I thought like that was it for that company. And it's funny because I wound up working there for 10 years. Go figure. So my first few months was like, I showed them who I was. Like, hold me on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the one to be played with. So, and I encouraged other people to stand up for themselves. And I'm proud of that moment still, till this day, still till today. And I would do it again if I could and if I had to. So, yeah. Basically, I had got a phone call, like after we left that day, I got a phone call the next day. And it was the GM because the manager that we was dealing with at the time, he wasn't the GM or whatever. So it was the GM. Hold on, I got a text message. So it was the GM. He called me and he was like, Malone, we really need you to come back. He was like, I'm sorry. He was like, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And even though I had been working there for like just a few months, I wanted to be a server because being a hostess was boring as hell and it wasn't for me. And I had learned that it wasn't for me. And I understand like with certain jobs, you gotta start at a certain, you know, level and work your way up. And that's exactly what I did in that place. That's why I was there for so long. But I wanted to grow like really quickly because that first level definitely wasn't for me. Like, I really feel like I could have started at a server level if I would have told them that I had like a little experience in the restaurant. But I guess because I didn't have no type of work experience really, they started me at the one of the lowest levels or whatever. So he called me, he apologized, this and that. He was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, I want you to come back. And then I told him straight up, I was like, I don't mind coming back. I was like, but I want to be a server. Like, I want to start training as a server. Like, I'm ready to make real money because being a hostess is boring as hell. And they don't make no type of money. Like, I'm not about that life. Like, I need to make some money if I'm going to be, you know, spending my time here. Like, I'm not a 12-year-old. So, he was like, okay. He was like, no problem. He was like, just please come back. He was like, I'm also gonna see. He was like, also, can you see if the other girls could come back? I think he only wanted one of them to come back, honestly, because the third girl I think was only there for like the summertime, and then she was going back to college, back away to college. So basically that was like her summertime job or whatever. So I don't think he really cared like if she came back or not. So he asked me like if I could talk to them and get them to come back, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll let you know what they say. And then he was like, okay, so can you come in tomorrow? Can you start back tomorrow? Blah, 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 as a hostess. And then as soon as I get somebody to train you, I could, you know, start you as a server, start you as a server training, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I came back the next day and I got one of the other girls to come back as well. And like literally we was just like, we set a record in there because literally nobody did no type of shit like that. Like literally when we came back, the hostesses, the manager, like everybody was like, oh my God, I heard what you guys did and you still have a job. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I respect you for that. Like, yeah, stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody walk all over you. Don't sit here and put in hours and stress yourself out for a job or a company that's not yours. If you're not making $1 billion an hour, it ain't worth it. Like, don't stress yourself out for no company that's not yours. Don't let nobody disrespect you, and don't do nothing out of your job title. You come there, you do your job, and you leave. And then a lot of jobs, they say stuff like, oh, people just come here to make $1 and then go home. You think? Like, obviously, that's what we're here for. Like, we're here to make money to pay our bills. And if we love the job, then that's always gonna come second. So it's like, what are you here for? Like, this is not your company, but what are you here for? But you judging me because I'm here for $1. Like, I gotta take care of my family, you know? Like, I'm not gonna do nothing for free. So, yeah. So I just really wanted to just share that story with you guys. It was funny. Like, at the time, it was crazy. And, like, literally, that's how I met and made a lot of friends there in the beginning. Because, remember, like I told you, I was the new girl. So, even though my personality, I was, like, really quiet at that time and just shy. So, a lot of people would be like, hey, how are you? And stuff like that. But, like, I didn't really have any real relationships or friendships within the restaurant the first few months because I was so quiet. So, people would, like, cling on to me and be like, hey girl, and stuff like that, and be like, why are you so quiet, and like try to make me talk, but I was literally just like I'm good, you know. So from there, like, a lot of people really saw, like, I don't play that, and like it attached me to a lot of people too. And then, you know, after I had my epiphany and I just woke up one morning and was just loud and boisterous, yeah, that's when I started making my real true friends there, because I started really speaking my mind and connecting with people and noticing that I have a lot of similarities with the other employees there. But yeah, I honestly stayed there for so long because of the employees. It wasn't because of the job, it wasn't because the position, it wasn't because the money, it wasn't because of the managers or just helping customers out. It wasn't because of any of that. It was because of the friendships and the relationships that I've built within my coworkers, honestly. And I am honestly still friends, very good friends, and still in communication with a handful of people. Like, honestly, like, it's amazing. Like, I wish I could go back, because I really had like an amazing time there. I had goods, I had bads, I had up and downs and all that. But the message for this video is, and I'm gonna try to do that every video, the message for this video is, don't let nobody try to play you, all right? Ever. And that's on what? And that's on period. Don't ever let nobody try to play you. Like, don't let me like geek y'all up and shit to the point where y'all going to work like, yeah, Malone said, like, don't do that, because yeah, don't do that, because I don't want you to lose your job now. But what I'm saying is that have respect for yourself, because 9 times out of 10, they need you more than you need them. And yes, it's very true that companies do replace people like that with no care in the world. But let me tell you, that was the first situation that I chose to do something like that, and I was right, because they needed me more than I needed them. And then the second time I did that, which I know that I mentioned in another video before, the second time I took a chance and did that with the whole, oh, like, I need a raise because, like, or I'm quitting type shit, I was right about that too. You kind of just gotta feel it out and see what's going on before you like put your foot down and, you know, make choices and make decisions like that. So like I said, don't let me hype you up too much, but just like feel out the situation and then do you. If you gotta lie and say, hey, I got offered another position, like I've done that before. I got offered another position, I'm putting in my 2 weeks, they're paying me X, Y, and Z amount more. And then I've had offer letters where it's like, yeah, hey Malone, yes, we will give you $2 more, or we will give you $3 more. It's like you gotta live for you, baby. So just value yourself, you know what I mean? Because doing dirty work for jobs and stuff like that, like most of the time it's not worth it. So, you know, feel it out and then go about it that way. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. I'm gonna try to get like 2 videos in today or whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Later.